Jaya Radhe Jaya Yasodhanandana Jaya Brajanarandana Yasodhanandana Jaya Jaya Yasmuna Chiravana-sari Jaya Kunja Vihare Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihare Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihare Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Śrī Advaita Gadadhara Śrī Vasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Śrī Advaita Gadadhara Śrī Vasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Śrīla Prabhupada. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jai Krishna Balaram. Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Jaya Radhe. Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo. Śrīla Prabhupada ki, Śrīmad Bhagavatam Gada ki, Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayan Namaskritya Naro Chaiva Narottama Devi Saraswati Vyāsa Tato Dai Muridaye Nakshtapayistu Abhadristu Nitya Bhagavatam Sevaya Bhagavatam Uttamas Loki Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govinda Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. I welcome you all to this Bhagavatam Katha. So we'll be taking the reading from text 47 to 50. So what I will quickly do, pardon me, I will go through this translation. Then I think the text 49, it will need some little comments I can emphasize. Then we all will do the 50 texts together. Hare Krishna. So from text 47, chapter, Parishit have asked a question. And what was that question, which we can glance at text 1 of the beginning of this chapter? How can the Vedas actually describe the absolute truth, which is beyond the quality, which is beyond beyond material quality? Of course, we know that the Vedas mainly talks about material qualities. Material qualities, centered around physical, mind, senses, and the experiences. So this is the reason why for Śukadeva to actually deal with this particular question that was raised in the beginning of this chapter by Parikshit Maharaj, he had to cite an example, a conversation that took place in Gyāloka, for him to explain how the mind can actually. But the point here, why is the question actually appropriate? Because we have an experience that we use spirituality to deal with material problem, not the opposite. Material cannot deal with spiritual problem. So if the mind is actually material, then how, or conceive, we all know the mind is absolutely very deceptive by nature. So that actually was one of the things that make Parikshit to raise this question. The deceptive nature of the mind. How is it possible for the mind to comprehend something beyond the qualities of the modes, which the Vedas mainly deal with? Then the conversation go on and on and on. But the point here, which I want to draw all our attention to, we all know from our experience, practically, that the mind has its own deceptive way. Even prior before we become devotee, even as still a practitioner devotees, time to time we experience the deceptive aspect of the mind. I will give an example before we proceed. You see, by the good gesture or the kind blessings of the management of this temple, I have been engaged in so many different outreach. In particular, I have been involved in, there's a program called, rehabilitation or correctional center. So in this correctional center, we have a lot of influential youths. And what is the cause of their problem? The cause of their problem is often as a result of the mind. And because of the mind, they find themselves in a situation where they cannot move from the, being caged. So I have been involved in this program. At one point, I wanted to, like a little bit be, how will I use, maybe try to make it not very consistent. But the authority of the program wrote that the program that is going on with these people, that is very important, that I should not try to be negligent of the program, that they are really getting a lot of results. But the unfortunate situation, whenever I go there, every Sunday, I see a lot of different faces. So one of the Sunday, I was there, so I was discussing with them. I found that the newly admitted, students, they felt so a kind of pride. In spite of the challenges they are facing, they face so much pride. So I was looking at the situation. So I asked a general question. Are we all happy in this place? If we look at the environment, it's so regulated, extremely regulated. Regulated in the sense that there is no freedom. To take a bath, they have some specific time allocated. Even to shave, they have a specific time. There is nothing like, freedom. So regulated. So I asked a general question to all the students. I said, are we all happy here? There was a big sound. Yeah, we're happy. So I laugh. Then I shout, Haribo! So then everybody shout Haribo also. So I took a sketch a goat, and I wrote the name goat on the board. So I asked them, if this goat is being tied, both leg and hand, will the goat be happy? They said no. So I asked, why will the goat not be happy? He said, because there is no freedom. He said, because there is no freedom. So instantly, I look at them, their countenance change. Because there is no freedom, the goat cannot be happy. So you all should understand that what have brought you here is because of these situations, addicted situations, which the mind have caused. So what is the recreation center? What is their center? What is the purpose? The purpose is to address the mind. Because we know from the Bhagavad Gita, if the mind is not addressed, then it becomes an enemy. These are the set of individuals who have allowed the mind to wander, and they become a victim of habits. So what is the lesson here? I reflect on the example I give. And also, I reflect it and I think about myself. How does this example actually reflect to my life? How does it reflect to us? Here we talk about, recreation center, rehabilitation center. This institution is more like a rehabilitation or recreational center. How does this fit into the example? If we look at the pattern of the program that Srila Prabhupada have established, before we begin to engage in this devotional practice, if we look back, we see that we have taken a decision. We have made a lot of, mistakes. Wrong decision. No, so many. If I give a throw to what was your experience before, coming to this particular institution, a lot of us are going to speak about our different experiences. And most of these different experiences we're going to enact is all the experience that the mind has, a mind-driving experience. So as we begin to involve in this practice, we can see the difference between the present and the past. And how does this miracle happen? It is the miracle that Srila Prabhupada has established. In the morning, we take part in the program. And we chant, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, this program is very helpful. It's an advanced, recreation. It's an advanced recreation. So it is important that Jai is great Panchagura Babaki. It's an advanced recreation. So it's actually the personality who is, putting the fire that I'm able to do the little service I'm doing. So this advanced, recreation is important by how we actually fix ourselves. Because, before you tell somebody that there is a clock in your eyes, you first of all check your eyes, if there is, before you inform somebody. We cannot be effective in whatever we do if we are not situated in the program Srila Prabhupada, have established for us to follow. And this program that Srila Prabhupada have established is meant to purify us, for us to be able to enhance, to help the individual. Recently, I got, a note from His Holiness Kavichandra Swami Maharaj. He said the program of, rehabilitation that you are doing is not just First, he said it's a very important program in this temple. He said, but the scenario has gone wide. It's no longer a hidden thing. And I have seen from different research, the addition program is not something that is hidden. Before it was hidden, but it has become pronounced. Why? A lot of people are being deviated by the influence of the mind. Let us understand the mind is a very deceptive thing. This is the appropriateness of this question that Parishit asked in the very beginning. The mind is very deceptive. How can the mind that is deceptive be able to actualize something that is beyond the mind? So, the conversation was complex, philosophical conversation, but at the end of it all, one of the reference that Śukadeva gave is that if the mind is engaged in devotional service, it is possible. So this leads us to the fifth chapter, fifth text, which we do together. Pandit, can you put into the board and quickly do they recite it? Yeah. So somebody wants to try? No. Okay, I should go ahead. All right. Maybe Prabhuji is always famous in his Ṛṣim. Yeah, please try. You're always famous in the class. Yes. One lady at the back, otherwise we can quickly go through, the translation. So the translation goes like this. Translation. He is the Lord who eternally watches over the universe, who exists before, during, and after its manifestation. He is the master of both the unmanifested material energy and the spirit soul. After sending forth the condition, the creation, he entered within. He entered within it, accompanying each living entity. There he creates the material body and then remains as their regulator. By surrendering to him, one can escape the embrace of illusion. Just as a dreaming person forgot his own body. One who wants liberation from fear should constantly meditate upon him, Lord Hari, who is always on the platform of perfection and thus never subject to material birth. Please let's recite this translation to God. He is the Lord who eternally watches over this universe. Who exists before, during, and after its manifestation. He is the master of both the unmanifested material energy and the spirit soul. And after sending forth the creation, he entered within it, accompanying each living entity. There he created the material bodies, and then remained as their regulator. By surrendering to him, one can escape the embrace of illusion. As a dreamy man, as a dreamy person, forget his own body. One who wants liberation from fear should constantly meditate upon him. Lord Hari, who is always on the platform of perfection and thought never subject to material birth. So there is already a principle here to overcome fear. Everyone has some element of fear. Fear of what the present will be, fear of what the future will be. But here there is a practical a reference that will help us overcome fear by meditating on the Supreme Lord, Hari, one overcome fear. So the first line, it tells us the experience of one who meditates upon Lord Hari, just like a dreamy person. A dreamy person, is in a dream and he's seeing that he's being chased, sometimes by lions, sometimes by snakes, sometimes by a tiger. He's being frightened. But meanwhile, the body is just on the bed. As soon as he's come back, it's just a dream. So, by taking advantage of the Lord's holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Fear is gone. It's a very practical tool. But to put it in practice, that is where some lapses is. This mantra is very effective. In the biblical purport, by glancing upon the dormant universe, at the time of sending forth the Jiva soul, into creation, the Supreme Lord provides all their necessity. For those living entities who are fruitive workers, he provides the intelligence and senses needed to achieve success. In material work, for those who seek transcendental knowledge, he provides intelligence by which they can merge into the spiritual effulgence of God, thus attain liberation. And for the devotee, he provides the understanding that leads them to his pure devotional service. So we can see from this first paragraph the magnanimity of the Lord. The Lord does not restrict any fortune from anyone. And we might restrict ourselves from not getting that blessing, but the Lord never restricted from anyone. He gave everyone according to what we desire. Just like the story of the prodigal son, who has approached his father that I need the quota of my wealth. The father didn't say, no, this does not happen. A father has to die before the son can claim his wealth or what belongs to him. But the father is still existing and the son has approached. I need a quota of your wealth or what belongs to me. The father didn't say, okay, take. And after experiencing the deception of the mind, what happens? He realized, oh, this was a mistake. I have to go back to my father. Instead of being a king's son, let me be a servant. But when he actually arrived, the father did not reject him. This is the Lord's grace. The Lord is always welcome. He welcomes everyone. If we want to learn from the experience of the mind, the Lord said, tatas too. If we want to learn from how to be engaged in the Lord's service, He gives us the creeper. Very simple. So we see from the first paragraph how magnanimity the Lord is. He gives everyone according to our desire. If we want devotional service, He gave it to us. If we want the opposite, He gave to us. But if we learn that the opposite is not really the goal, then at that time we begin to search what is the goal. So in the second paragraph, I think, to arrange for this varied facility, the Lord impelled material nature to begin the process of universal evolution. Thus, the Lord is the namitta karana, or efficient cause of creation. He is also the upadana karana, the ingredient cause, inasmuch as everything emanates from Him, and He alone is constantly present before, during, and after the manifestation of the created cosmos. So these two terms here, namitta karana and upadana karana, there is a way it was explained, because it's a Sanskrit term, but the way one of the philosophers explained this in his metaphysics. Metaphysics is a branch of philosophy. Just like we have epistemology, we have ethics, we have archaeology and aesthetics. These are all branches of philosophy. Epistemology actually deals with knowledge, episteme. It comes from the Greek word, knowledge. Then metaphysics, mental, beyond than physical. A theory or a message that is beyond the physical. In Aristotle's metaphysics, he analyzed 4 things. And what are these 4 things? He said by understanding these 4 things, we know the cause and the effect of all things. The first one he mentioned was the material cause. The material cause, in one sense, refers to the body. The body. Then the second aspect he mentioned is the former cause. The former cause means the designer. Let us take how he analyzed these things. This body exists, not out of space, but because the existence of the soul. If the soul is not in this body, what happens? The body becomes lifeless. So this is the former cause. The former cause is the purpose why matter exists. Then the third cause, which is the efficient cause. The efficient cause is that the usefulness. What is the usefulness of this body if we cannot engage in the service of Lord Hari? The body becomes useless. So the efficient cause deals with the usefulness of this body. So our life is useful so long as we'll engage in the service of Lord Hari, in the service of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Maharaj. Our life is useful. Then the final cause, the purpose. Why are we here? Why are we here? We are here because of karma. And by engaging in the service of the Lord, what happens? Then we go back home, back to Godhead. He said by understanding this focus, we automatically understand cause and effect. And this centered around the whole idea of devotional service. And we see in the latter part of the purport of this particular paragraph, Chatusloki of Srimad Bhagavatam was recited, which states, "It is I, the personality of Godhead, who was existing before the creation, when there was nothing but myself, nor was there the material nature, the cause of this creation. That which you see now is also I, the personality of Godhead. And after annihilation, what remains will also be I, the personality of Godhead." So, in the beginning, in the end is all God. He was there in the middle, it was there, at the end. So this also reflects, when Arjuna was asking the question in the Bhagavad Gita, you said you instructed this knowledge to the Sun God. But the Sun God was there before you. So Krishna told Arjuna, although both of us come here and go, but you forget, but I remember. That makes a difference. So this actually was the reason, why, Parishit asked that question. How is it possible for a personality that is beyond, the most nature be understood by the mind? So here we see Krishna finalize that. Krishna is beyond the modes. And it takes the practice of devotional service for us to be able to actualize. And this is what Srila Prabhupada have mercifully established. Just imagine if Srila Prabhupada have not established this dynamic institution. How do we understand this personality? How do we understand? How do we comprehend his person? Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that Chatusloki was from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, 933. Prameva Maya and the Jiva. Okay, the continuation. Prameva Maya and the Jiva so may deserve the respectful titles of Upanaya and Namitta, causes of creation, in a relative sense. But the Lord, after all, is the origin of both of them. So the second paragraph. Until he chooses to accept the mercy of the personality of Godhead, the Jiva soul is ānamya, helpless, bound up in the embrace of illusion. The Jiva soul is ānamya, helpless, bound up in the embrace of illusion. When he returns to the Lord's worship, he becomes ānamya in a different sense, falling like a rod to pay obeisance at the Lord's feet. By that surrender, the soul easily casts illusion aside, even though the liberated soul may still seem to be living in a material body. The connection he has with it is only an external appearance. he pays no more regards to it then. He pays no more regards to it than a sleeping man pay to his body when busily engaged far, far away, just we mentioned, in a dream world. The third paragraph, one give up ignorance by abandoning false identification with one's material body. Sometimes one can achieve this state only by severe efforts that take many lifetimes. But in some cases, the Lord shows special consideration for one who He favors. This is what we long for. This is what we all desire. And the practice that Srila Prabhupada have established is only for this single line, special consideration. This special consideration is very important. Even when we don't have that ability, if the Lord favors us, then our life is successful. This special consideration. All the tapasya we take, both day and night, to see that we participate in all the programs in the temple, is all geared towards the Lord. This actually makes a big difference, between the paid labor. The paid labor is thinking, if I increase my service, perhaps my boss will encourage me by increasing, my wage. But the devotee is looking, if I increase my service, if my service is built with quality, if my service is really, from the heart, selfless, the Lord will show this special consideration. This special consideration is what we all are working towards. And when we get that special consideration, we become very dear to the Lord. Example of that special consideration we can see in the life of Yamuna. Yamuna, Srila Prabhupada's disciple, Yamuna Devi. She actually feels that special consideration. So before we proceed further, I want to pause for a short to see if there is any question. Questions or reflection? Yes.
You were mentioning the mind is very dangerous and we should be weary of the mind. But isn't the mind a reflection of our own desires and who we are as well? I mean, it's not a separate entity. So how is our mind our friend and our enemy? Does it have a mind of its own?
Thank you. That's a good question. Actually, in philosophy, we don't believe too much on the answer. We believe on the questions. I actually like questions. Yes, the mind is an entity. The mind is our friend when we engage the mind in spiritual activities. And the mind is our worst enemy when we allow the mind to wander. Two things. One thing serves two purposes. When the knife is in the hand of the surgeon, what is the idea? When the knife is in the hand of a doctor, what is the idea?
Good operation.
Not that the operation was successful, the patient died. No, good operation. Good operation. But when that same knife is in the hand of a gunda, a gangster, what is the intention?
Bad operation.
The patient. The patient. So this is what we have. We have this technology to become a good physician, not just only to ourselves, to the public. The public need it more this time to teach them how they can regulate the mind. So any other reflection? So any other reflection? Okay, there is a word from Yamuna Devi. She actually wrote this to Srila Prabhupada. A very heartwarming and really reflecting something I think we have to meditate on today. We should meditate, think about this particular personal, prayer she offers to Srila Prabhupada. And this was a personal journal in 1971/72. She said, "Dear Srila Prabhupada, as we live on another service, I want to express to you that I will continue to try to understand and apply all that you have so mercifully given to me. To somehow please your grace is the only purpose and mission of my life. Whether we are traveling with you on Sankirtan, assisting in deity or cooking service, or just sitting and hearing the ambrosial word emanating from your mouth, I pray that I may never leave your sublime service, and that somehow, someday, I may be able to freely share with an open heart what you have selflessly given us, the rare opportunity to go back home, back to Godhead." So Srila Prabhupada selflessly gave us this institution, just for us to practice devotional service, so that we can go back home. So how we take advantage of this process, how we practice it in our life, and how we share it to others is very important. Because the more we share, the more we grow. The more we see the futility of what is actually going on out there. But if we don't practice and we don't share, there will not be difference between those in and those out. The mind actually will place a lot of deceptive, activities in our life. So here we see Yamuna is teaching us. Let us always be Krishna conscious. Let us not leave Srila Prabhupada's institution. We will not leave if we actually practice what Srila Prabhupada has given us. Study his books. Chant the prescribed rounds. Engage in menial activities. Take prasad. Take darshan of your Lordship. All these are meant to strengthen us in spiritual life. So let us take advantage of what Srila Prabhupada has mercifully given to us. The last paragraph of this purport, they are all Vishwananta Chakravarti's prayers and Srila Śrīdhara Swami's prayer. They are reflecting, they want to be engaged just like they want to be engaged, whatever situation it will be. So this is the few thoughts I have today. Maybe there is some comments. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, yeah.
Prabhuji, in between the lecture, you were talking about special consideration.
Yes, it's mentioned in the
Yes.
purport, yes.
So, and you gave the example of Her Grace Yamuna Mataji also.
Yes.
So, how, Prabhuji, we can get that special consideration from the Lord?
Very nice. It's simple. It's very, very simple. There is this Guru Astaka. Yasya prasada bhagava prasado yasya prasada nagakintutopi dayastu shayasya Sri Shanga Vande Guru Sri Charanarabindam. Let us always reflect on the kripa, on the mercy of the Guru. Day, in the middle, in the morning, the afternoon, the evening. Let us always remember, what is the Guru expecting from me? What is the Guru instruction that I should keep? And let us often, pay obeisance. By following these injunctions, we become there. Because one who is favored by the Guru automatically is favored by Krishna. Because the Guru is the manifestation of Krishna, who is not different from Krishna. So when you are favored by the Guru, then automatically you get special consideration for Krishna. All right?
Thank you.
So more reflection. Yeah, from the back, Mataji, there is any reflection? Yes.
It's mentioned that unless one develops that feeling for the suffering of others, wanting to give this knowledge to others, then they can't really make tangible advancement in spiritual life, because the sadhana, or those who just want to look out for their own, like hearing, chanting, and yajna, and sacrifice, and puja, whatnot, but you don't develop that compassionate mood like Prahlad Maharaj,
Yes.
and other great, like Srila Prabhupada, only interested to help the suffering humanity understand what is Krishna by repeating Krishna's words. And actually, the Sankirtan is the Lord's incarnation in Kali Yuga. And the Sankirtan means congregational chanting, but also glorifying the Lord to others. And that's the whole purpose. The Lord appears in this material world,
Absolutely.
is to inspire His devotees to go and save the fallen conditioned souls.
Yes.
So I think this is basically the best way to engage the mind and senses,
Yes.
and then you always give the magic formula chanting the holy name.
Yes. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Keva Kalam, Kalu Nasti Eva, Nasti Gatiya Natam. Say, there is no way, there is no way, there is no way. Only this Harinama Sankirtan, the holy name of the Lord. So the more we'll absorb in this holy name, the more the thoughts. Because it is vice versa. When you taste something that is sweet, the intention is there, let me share with others, so that they also feel the sweetness of it. So this Harinama is very sweet, and is the medicine of this age, Kali Yuga, the age of hypocrisy, quarrel, etc.
I have one more thing. the sons of Priyavrata, the Prachetas, because of their chanting that mantra that Lord Shiva gave them and performing great austerities, the Lord personally appeared before them with 8 arms. Amazing. But He said, I'm very pleased with all of you and satisfied because of your ability to cooperatively together carry out your services of Krishna consciousness. So there was an emphasis on the idea that the sadhu sangha and the team together, everyone striving for the same goal, is also more of a lift. On your own, you can only do so much, but by doing with others in a cooperative mood is the essence of the Krishna consciousness, that Prabhupada is happy if devotees are cooperating, and Krishna was obviously happy because the prachetas were cooperatively doing their devotional service and yajna together.
Yeah, so Prabhuji just is like encouraging us, just like his personality. It's like the uncle of this temple.
I paid him to say that.
He's their uncle. So he cooperates with everyone. You know, he cooperates with everyone. He's trying to strengthen, you know, everyone's ability in whatever he's doing. So we are grateful, you know, for letting us remember this very important principle.
Paid political announcement.
So we have last maybe like 3 minutes. I mean 3-4 minutes. Anybody wants to express the purpose? The purpose. That is your assignment. Please kindly accept that. Because that is a prayer from Vijwananta Chakravarti and Śrī Nārāyaṇa. You go through that and get more inspiration. All right? Hare Krishna. Śrīla Prabhupada ki, Śrīmad Bhagavatam Katha ki, Sai Go Premanande.
Tribhuvanath Prabhu ki.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.